Rainy day here in Lexington, South Carolina, but the sun is on the horizon here at Lexington County Baseball Stadium as the Blowfish season about to be underway. A little less than a week and a half as Coach JJ, Jonathan Johnson, here with me today. Thank you, Coach, for joining us here today on Inside the Tank, first installment of the Coaches Show. How you been doing?
Doing good, ready for the season to start.
Yeah, we all are. So tell me a little bit about the fact that this is a brand new ballpark, only a year old. What's the mentality for players just being here rather than being at Capital City Stadium? It's got to be a huge difference, right?
Yeah, the atmosphere was tremendous last year. It's always good to come to a new, nice, manicured park. That's one thing, but the fans and the way this stadium was designed and being fan-friendly and the way the fans came out and supported us last year, it gave us an extra bit of energy. I don't recall the record, but I know our winning percentage was off the charts high last year compared to seasons past and even our road record last year. And I give that credit to our fans and the stadium and the way Lexington and all the Midlands came and supported us last year.
Now, you got to go through your credentials, of course. Baseball guy, of course, you played at Florida State, drafted by the Rangers, major league, minor league. How do you take that into being a coach now for a collegiate summer team?
Well, I think that it helps me more in this caliber league. This league is college eligibility players, college eligible players, but it's modeled after a minor league or major league caliber system, using the wood bats, playing every night, a lot of bus travel. So my experience of playing every night from the grind of professional baseball, I think will come into play a little bit. I can help these guys understand when they need to rest, how they need to rest. Manage themselves over a 2-month period, playing 60 games in 2 months essentially, and help them understand the highs and the lows of playing, a competitive game every night. Even in college, if you're on a good club of Carolina or Clemson, some of our local guys are from, and their midweek games aren't always competitive. Their weekend games most of the time are, and sometimes they're not even competitive. But in the Coastal Plains League, every night you're showing up against somebody that's equally as talented and has the opportunity to beat you. Good quality ball clubs going up against each other every night, and that's not easy to get up for a game every single night. So my pro ball experience, I feel, can help these guys go through those types of adjustments.
And you're talking about the competition here in the league. Last year, the season ended in Gastonia. The season now begins this season in 2016 at Gastonia. Does in that back of your mind as a head coach, the way the season ended last year, or is that something where you just wipe the slate clean and this is the start of the 2016 season?
I really feel it's just the start of the 2016 season, especially that early in the season. This league, the way it's set up and trying to get as many games in as possible. We probably won't have 4 or 5, maybe as many as 10 of our starters that opening night. So these first few games, you're trying to just stay 500 or better. You don't want to. You're not trying to win the division in the first 5 games, but you can definitely lose the division in the first 5 games if you start out 0-5. So, we're just trying to spar a little bit these first few games and find out who our players are, find out what positions everybody's going to gel in, and kind of massage the batting order a little bit. So it's just the start of a new season. I'll probably have 4 or 5 guys at that time that were here last year. The rest of the guys will be all new players. 90% of their team will probably all be new players. So it'll just be a start of a new adventure for the Blowfish this year.
And now, how important is it to have those guys that were here last year? What kind of difference does that make in the locker room?
I'm a pretty easy coach to get along with, but I always enjoy having guys that have played for me in the past, whether if I've coached them on high school all-star teams or past Blowfish teams. Those guys know what I expect, and they kind of help pass that throughout the clubhouse, that I'm a very easygoing guy, but I expect hard work. I expect commitment to the game and respect for the game, and sometimes that's easier passed by other players rather than a coach trying to instill that into a ball club. So I enjoy having a good many starters and guys that know me come back. It just makes the transition easier, and the guys that can't respect that and don't respect it can kind of find a way off the team or away from the team, without me having to be a bad cop type situation. That my guys know if you play hard and you come prepared and you respect the game, then you're going to have a great summer. So having those returners that already know that will help me a lot.
Yeah, and talking about a little fun here, Blowfish Alumni Game kicks off the season on the 30th. Have you had any conversations with former players who, jawing at the new guys here this season?
Yeah, not necessarily jawing at the new guys, but some of our past guys think they can still play a little bit, and some of them are just finishing up their college season, so some of them are going to be in shape and they're going to be ready to play. So it'll be a fun day getting to see a bunch of old players, and I say old, they're only 2 or 3 years removed from the Blowfish, but guys I hadn't seen in a couple of years, developed a great relationship with. I still stay up with, but it's just via text. So it'll be great seeing those guys. It'll be a great day for the Blowfish and some of the fans coming back and seeing some of our past greats, local guys and guys from other states that are coming back to play. So we're excited about that. It's going to be a great tradition started this year, and I'm really excited about seeing some familiar faces.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, Coach, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
You excited for the season?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we all are too. So first game, Alumni Game, May 30th here at Lexington County Baseball Stadium. Then Blowfish head over to Gastonia to play the Grizzlies, 7-5 start. That's on May 31st. And then back here for the home opener against Florence on the 1st of June, 7:05 start. So for Coach Jonathan Johnson, I'm Brian Principe. Everyone behind the scenes, we got Jay Smith, Ty Boswell, and Anna Conklin. They've been working hard behind the scenes. Once again, thank you guys for joining us here on Inside the Tank. See you next time.